Hey everybody, it's Jason again with What Are You Packing? And today, over the weekend, I had lots of items sell. So I have 10 different items, all different levels of difficulty. Easier ones, more difficult ones. Tony, actually, we were talking about it, and he came up with an idea about doing a rating system. So I'm going to probably introduce my rating system and just have a little pop-up on the bottom of it. Like a 1 through 5, and how difficult was it? Anyways, so I'm going to show you my 10 items that I sold over this weekend, and then I'm going to get into wrapping them to get them ready for shipping. And as always, underneath my feet is my helpers. We have Butters. Hi, Butters. And Patty Pan. Patty Pan. They like to lay underneath my feet at all times whenever I'm packing my stuff, just so that they could be in the way. But anyways, they will be helping me out today. And then here are my 10 items that I've sold. So I sold this Boyd Duck on a Nest salt cellar. This, what is it? Forget the brand. Le Creuset. Le Creuset Butterball. Butterball, I think that's what they call it. A Julia Knight. This is a little tumbler. I think it is a mother of pearl tumbler. You could use it for pretty much anything you want to tumble. I sold Boyd. The color I believe is corn silk. Boyd Owl. I sold this. I think this is. Originally, I thought it was Moster, but I think it's V Hunter. If I say the name right, the mark is right there. But purple slag carousel horse. Then we're going up to the harder items. I sold a Lalique Bell, which the hardest part on this is that this is just such thin glass, so I have to be careful with that. I sold one of my Pukeberg Vaseline ruby glasses, and that's really also thin. And then over here, I sold this set of 8 Seneca Morgantown pink small Sherberts. The person that bought this also bought this Boyd Owl. I'm not sure of the color of it, but it's a purple color, but whenever you hit it with a black light, it turns into a pink color. So it's somebody who obviously likes pink color glass, because these also do glow underneath a 395 black light. And then this piece over here, which is the Fitz and Floyd Toulouse Terrine. It just, as you can see, there's lots of really delicate parts, all that are on it. And besides that, it's also huge. It's got this lid. It's got a ladle. It's got handles and just all kinds of stuff. And if you know this type of ceramic, you know that this is one that can chip really easily. So that one's going to take me a while just to prepare. So anyways, these are my 5 items, and pretty much in the order of difficulty. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start working on these. Okay, so for an item like this is the Duck Salt Cellar. Check it to make sure there's nothing I missed in the first place. It looks fine. With this one, I just normally take a little bit of pool noodle and make sure and cover the head, maybe this little tail part, because these are the most likely parts that if anything was going to happen, those were going to break. So I do need to get some more pool noodles this summer season, because I am running low. I went through almost all of my stock from last year. All right, so there we go. I have got it wrapped one time with bubble wrap. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it my second time. And that will be the top part bubble wrapped and ready for paper. And like that, there's 2 layers of bubble wrap. Whenever I wrap it, what I like to do is roll it up and then use the extra on one part, on the bottom part, and when it's the second layer, use the extra on the top part, so that way it's protected on both the top and bottom really well. So I'll just wrap this with paper, do the other part, and that is ready for shipping. All right. I've got them wrapped under paper. I'm weighing them. I'm getting their label printed out, and then I'm going to, the rest of it. I don't really need to explain that part to you, but 1 down, 9 more to go. All right, up next I'm going to do this Boyd corn silk owl bell. Okay. I've got my foam on top. I have stepped it with the paper inside. Now it's time to wrap it. Okay, there's my first layer with my extra on top. Now I'm going to put my next layer with my extra on the other side. And there that goes. I think with this I am going to use a little bit extra bubble tape along with the paper, just because it feels like it probably needs it. So, all right. And there it is wrapped in its paper. I've got it weighed. That is 2 down onto the third. All right, so now that's my third item, this purple slide glass carousel horse. So on this one, obviously, I'm going to try and protect the head and this part, you know, just a little delicate parts like the leg and maybe the tail that I'm going to need to cover up. This one, I'm going to box this one. The other two were small enough and packaged well enough. They're fine in bags. So I cut a piece of pool noodle and I'm wrapping this side. I'm going to wrap this side and then finish the other part. And there we go. I just took some tape, taped it on both sides here. So now I have that kind of caged up and I just need to do the other parts. Okay, so I went ahead and took some pool noodle and taped it over the head. I used a little small piece of pool noodle over the front leg, and then I have some just right here on the butt. I didn't tape those. They're just going to loosely be there. And when I wrap them with the bubble tape, they should be secure in their spot. And then I might use some cardboard on the bottom before I go ahead and bubble wrap. There is my first layer of bubble tape. It's not pretty looking, but it's holding all the pool noodles into place. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it with some more bubble tape. Okay, there's my second layer of bubble tape. I also did use a little bit of cardboard on the bottom part of it to protect that a little bit more. I'm going to wrap it some more with more bubble tape. Okay, I've got it wrapped 2 times with bubble tape and with all the extras, and it feels very safe and secure. I'm going to use my paper and finish the process. There we go, and it fits in the box. Time to make my postage, and that's 3 items down. Okay, the next item I'm going to do, this one is very simple. It's obviously already in a box. I'm going to wrap it with paper and bag it, so that's basically 4 down. Okay, so up next is this Le Creuset Butter Bell. I've already started on it. I have these little, they are originally, they were couch, they were used for the couch. We got couch covers, and basically on the arms you could use these to push down on the sides, and it was supposed to help keep it in place, but it never really worked that well. They just kind of flopped out. But I saved them. They're kind of like mini pool noodles. And with this, what I did was I spliced it down the middle and used some tape, wrapped it up to make this little cover, and like so, put that on there. And I went ahead and already have stuffed it with the paper. Most of the times I would probably package these separately, but I was thinking about it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this with some bubble wrap, just 1 layer, so that it will fit into here. I'll make sure it feels secure and everything, so that I could ship it as 1 part. Okay, so I went ahead and I have a piece of bubble tape on the inside of it, and I think since it's already has the paper on the inside of this, it feels very secure. So I'm going to go ahead and finish bubble wrapping it and putting my paper on it, box it, and that will be item number 5 down. All right, I am going to tackle this item next. This is the Lalique Bell. So I am going to protect the top part with some pool noodle, stuff this glass with some paper, make sure that clanker isn't going to be clanking. This one is an international sale, so I will have to make sure and package it really well, because you really don't want to mess around with an international cell being broke. I've never had it happen. I can only imagine that it would be a pain in the butt. So I'm going to work on that, and then I will be back. And just with like the horse, I have created just this little top part, taping this around the bird with this on foam on the top. And now it is filled with paper. And I just made sure fill it around the clanker. I didn't want to tape it in place. I think that just using some paper and making sure that it is protected that. I'll probably add a little bit of paper here in front of it so it just isn't touching the glass also. Oh, I've got my first layer. Wrap the excess around on the sides, on both sides. I still have to wrap it in some more bubble wrap. Like I said, I'm going to go overboard on the wrapping just to make sure, since it's an international sale, that it will arrive safe. But some more bubble wrap, some paper, box it, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more items, 3 more orders to go. Butters is wanting me to finish up. He's getting impatient. All right, so next up, I'm going to be doing the Pukeberg Vaseline and Ruby glass, which is very delicate. Put some paper down in here, wrap all this part with bubble and styrofoam. So I'm going to do that, and here where we are now. I went ahead and wrapped the base of it with the pool noodle. Split my tiny pool noodles and wrapped the top of that, and then I took some cardboard over the lip of it, and I'm going to do that on this side too with some cardboard, and then I'll just have this bottom part, and then bubble wrap and paper it, and there we go. All bubble wrapped in paper. I'm going to find a box for it. Another item down. We're down to the last 3 items, which is the set of cups and the owl that go together as a combined order, and then that one, the tureen. Okay, so what I'm thinking on these glasses is that I am going to take some paper and fill them, each of the 8 of them. I'm going to fill them. I am going to take some of the scrap cardboard, and I will probably cover the tops and the bottoms of it before plastic wrap, bubble wrapping them. Gotta just cut this piece in half and put one on the top, one on the bottom, bubble wrap it. I think that will be, with the bubble wrap and my paper, I think that will be pretty good for all of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the first one, and I will show you that. All right, and I have finished bubble wrapping it. And I think that is pretty good. 2 layers of bubble wrap with the cardboard. I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to need to add the paper on the outside of it also. But I'm just going to continue that with the rest of the cups. All right, I have them all done, all wrapped up. All 8 glasses are wrapped the same way. I did the bell, the owl bell, the same as the previous one. Now I'm going to find a box. And there you have it. I found a box. I always get lucky. I don't know why, but it's like we go shopping. This is a box I just recently got shopping, and I get lucky, and I always end up using it right away for shipping. So it's a perfectly fit box. Awesome. All of it seems secure. I didn't need to use any paper, I don't think. I think it's good enough as it is, and the box is very strong. So 1 more item, 2 more items down. 2 items, 1 order. So last one is now the Fitz and Floyd tureen. That one's going to take me a minute. So I'm going to show you some of the little bits and pieces of how I did that. Okay, I have started working with my helper over here. He's getting my paper ready for me. I've started working over here on this huge last piece. I did sell 1 more item while I was doing this, so I might go ahead and do that one too. I probably won't do it on camera. It's a small item, so it's not a big deal. But anyways, I'm working on the lid first. I have the spoon over here. I have the lid here. I am filling the lid in with paper. And then I'm probably going to take some preventative measures on these parts right here, like the butterfly, and cover that up, and any of these other parts that probably need to be covered up, the bird, and then I will do that with this. I've already started filling the bottom part out. I'm going to use some protective covering on the handles, fill in this part with paper, and then just any other part that possibly might need some extra protection, like the leaf that sticks out. But I've already got me a box. Thank you, HelloFresh. It is a HelloFresh. Boxes are great for shipping and reusing. I didn't flip this one out inside out. They'll just think they have HelloFresh order in today. So anyways, Okay, so what I've decided to do was I used just a little bit, excuse me, a little bit of some pool noodle on the bird tail, and then I went with some of my paper here and just went around the elevated areas like the butterfly and the leaves, and I just put like a layer of that over it and the bird. Then I wrapped it this way with about 4 rolls of paper, 4 rolls of bubble wrap, and this way with about 4 rolls of bubble wrap. I'm going to do a little bit more protecting on this part, and then I'm going to work on that. And there you have it. I have finished wrapping it. I filled it with paper, wrapped it multiple times with bubble wrap. I put the pool noodles on both the handles. I'm going to finish wrapping it up with paper and then get it prepared for shipping. I still got to do the spoon too. I'm just going to use some pool noodle on that, wrap it up. I don't think you need to see that part. You get the gist of it. So that is it. 10 items, took me about 4 to 5 hours. I got to get finished so I can go ahead and take them down to the post office. Thank you once again for watching my video. I hope you liked it. I hope that you got some tips and ideas for protecting your stuff. And that's it. What you packing? I'm going to have my little scale at the bottom of it, so I'm going to kind of mess with that. And hope you like it. I'll catch you next time on Bearded Dog Vintage. What are you packing?
Good looking puppy.